Okay, another problem that I see is you have a division 6 divided by -2 minus a +4. Okay, now some of you might go, oh yeah, 6 and 2, I know, I can do simplifications that become 1 and 3. No, 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 no. Okay, so when you have a fraction like this, even though it means division, technically there is a bracket down here if you want to imagine. There's a bracket down here, or I should use a bigger bracket, the square bracket. Okay, so you must do the bottom first before you can do any simplification. In this case, -2, minus a positive, remember? I could change that to plus and minus, okay? Plus a -4, okay? Plus a -4. Now, when I do that, I will have -6, okay? -6. Now, I could rewrite the whole question as being +6 divided by -6. 6 divided by 6 equal to 1. And then positive divided by negative equals a negative. So that would be -1. Okay? So make sure you do the bottom or even the top. Whatever it is, do that first. There's an imaginary bracket on the side. Okay. Next one. Well, this one doesn't have an imaginary bracket. There's actually a bracket. So there's a bracket here to show you the different signs, and there's a square bracket that tells you that we got to do this part first. Okay? So now, immediately I see two negatives, or subtracting a negative. I'm going to change it to my clown eyes. Okay? So now I have -14.5 plus 13. Now, if you like, you could always rewrite it to the way you like it. Sometimes the wording are kind of long, okay? And all the switching signs and stuff make you confused. So I like to simplify it and rewrite it, just so the way I like it. Alright, so again, one is negative, one is positive, okay? Now, the signs are different, they're going to subtract each other, and the number, the side that has more will win, okay? We'll keep the sign. So for example, this one, if I do the math, there should be -1.5 left. And because 14.5 minus 13 is 1.5, there's negative, has more negatives here, so it will keep the negative sign. Then I'm going to bring down the original problem, which is -10.2 bracket minus a bracket -1.5. Okay, so again I have subtract negative. I'm going to change that to my clown eye. So now, before I thought they were going to join forces, or they're going to join and combine, but not anymore. I have another subtraction I have to do, because there's a negative and a positive. They are from two different tribes, as I call them. Alright, so subtraction, 10.2 minus 1.5. Okay, now first of all, I can go in and right away tell that it's a negative, because there are more negatives here versus the positive. So the answer is going to be negative. But by how many? What's the difference between the two numbers? So I'm going to borrow, that becomes 9. That would be 12. 12 take away 5 is 7. 9 take away 1, that's 8. My decimal place, 8.7. Okay? Alright, so make sure you know your rules, or follow the rules of math. Alright? Next question. I have division plus and a division. Alright? So according to BODMAS, we have to do division first. That means I have to do this part first, and then this part, then I combine the two. So let's do this part first. 3.2 divided by 8. 8 times 4 is 32, so I think that's 0.4. Positive or negative? They're both positive, so therefore this is a positive. You know what? When in doubt, put in a positive if you like. Okay? And then plus 7.2 divided by -8. Positive divided by negative, that would be a negative. And then 7 times 9 is 72, so there's one decimal place. So I know that's 0.9. Okay? So bracket them up if you like. So now again, I have a positive number adding a negative number. Okay? So numbers positive and negative are different. So that means I need to subtract them. I need to find the difference. Okay? So who has more? Negative 9 has more negative versus a negative 0.4. 0.9 has more negative. So therefore, I call it there's more negative army than the positive army. So the negative army is going to win. By how many? So when they knock each other out, one by one, 0.9 minus 0.4, I will have 0.5. Therefore, my answer is negative 0.5. Okay? Alright? So make sure you follow your rules. Last two things I've been looking at is the multiplication. Alright? Multiplication of whole number and a fraction. Now, the problem I see a lot of you doing, or some of you doing, is, oh yeah, multiply 15 times 4. 15 times 4 plus 3 and 3 over 5. So that is, let's see, 20, 60 and 3 over 5. If you do that, you are wrong. Okay? Why am I wrong? Well, first of all, you need to change that to improper fraction, okay, when you multiply. So it's actually 15 times 5 times 4 is 20, so negative 23 over 5. Okay? Negative 23 over 5. So now I could change the 15 into a fraction as well. Then I could do cross canceling. 5 goes in 1 time, 3 times. So therefore my answer is 3 times negative 23, which equals to 3 times 3 is 9, 3 times 2 is 6, negative 69. Okay? Alright, lastly, I have two fractions or mixed numbers multiplying each other. Again, make sure it's multiply. Two brackets side by side, it's multiply. Okay? You can use a dot if you like. Alright? And before you multiply, you need to do something first. You need to do what? Change them to improper fraction. Improper fraction. Okay? So, negative 2, let's see, 7 times 2 plus 4 is 14 plus 4, so this would be negative 18 over 7. Let's double check. 18 divided by 7 would be 2, a remainder of 4. Okay? Times 6 times 1, which is 6 plus 1 would be 7 over 6. Positive or negative? That's a positive number. Okay? When in doubt, put in a positive. It's okay. So now let's do cross canceling. 7, 7 cancels out. 6 and 18. 6 go into 6 one time, go into 18 3 times. And then I will have remainder of 3. Right? I mean, not remainder. I will have a remaining number of 3. Okay? So I write down the 3 and I'm going to mark it as my final answer. Am I correct? No, what did I forget? You forgot the negative over here, okay? So make sure at the end you go and check. Did I have all the negatives? Is this a negative or is it a positive because I multiplied two negative, okay? Make sure you check all of them before you submit your answer for your UC, okay? I believe you guys should have a lot of extra time, so please look over your answers properly, all right? To eliminate careless mistakes that you guys keep making. Alright, good luck on the test. Do some good studying this weekend. Any question, you let us know by Monday. Alright? I'll talk to you next time.